EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back.
One thing I hate is same team versus same team. I don't even think they should let that happen. Oh, 9:27 actually.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Greg Zerline, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 43. Jump 20. Check back.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Cam fakes the give and keeps it to the right side, and he's got more complete.
What's the flag? What's up, Lewis? Illegal man downfield. I'll accept.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ace up.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
He's checking. He's 8.
McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 59 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big.
You didn't know who it was at first watching? No.
Moving outside of the pocket,
no, it doesn't tell me.
Which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find them, and we end up with a big play.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch twins.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
But Todd Gurley, wave goodbye, past the 20, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. It's caught inside the 25.
Wow, I dove by accident. I just let him get 2 touchdowns on the same plays back to back.
59 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
A big run there by Gurley. 71 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's
fucking
loose.
Keekly.
And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Gun.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the red zone now, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20. Lucky.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in. But the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington, but they love the big arm of this guy, and he's back at home. Remember, he grew up in Potomac, Maryland.
The 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fan. Draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be 1,000.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Eric.
One of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, wahoo! 56 is the mark. Hey, get away.
Back to throw. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Gall. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Goff now to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Looking for Woods that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ready? Let's get it.
Here's Artis Payne. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again they run with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
56, Mike, 56. I got you.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
56, Mike, 56.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down now, it's Henderson. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Value three. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on third. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
180. 56. In your face. Hold on. Check.
Out of the gun. Gone. And got him in. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
What's the ball?
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, lift. 56. Lift. 56. Watch the screen. Hey, box truck. Go.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Let's get it.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. From the left hash, this from 37. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Great. Check.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Great. 8. And 5. 20.
Newton steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
I have not yet won an overtime toss. I think I'm like 0 for 6.
Remind us how this
So
goes.
he's probably going to win the coin toss. I don't know why I lose every single coin toss in overtime. He won it again. Like I still have not. Alright, so he just either booted me. Or actually lost connection. Usually the boot doesn't look like that. I wonder if they're doing an update. I don't know what that was. He's messaging me right now. Well, I don't know what that was, but my last 2 games, for some reason, neither one of them have counted, which is kind of annoying. And this guy's ranked 15. Because, I mean, I probably would have lost that game, so I guess losses don't really matter anyways, so it's almost better to just keep playing, but... I'm gonna ask Rip if he knows. Where's Rip at? Rip's all the way down to 14 now. Well, I'm gonna have to play another game. Which I was gonna play anyways, but... It's kind of annoying when you play 2 games. I played a game last night. I feel like the guy last night cheated me for sure. I don't think that guy cheated me just now, but... You never know. Can't find a game right now. Wow. What? Was like nobody online right now or something? Wow. Where's everybody searching right now? Like, maybe there's a problem with the server right now. I don't know. That was a strange message last time. Okay, let's cancel that. 80 people searching, but none of them running into me. $78 people searching. 22,000 people online. It can't be a problem with the server. 22,000 people online. Come on. Oh my goodness, come on. Why can't it? It's not connecting to anybody right now. What is going on? Okay. Find me an opponent. I have no idea what's going on. It never takes this long to find a game. Let me check Twitter here. Laird finally found someone. That took long as heck.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams.
Gotta love the He Hate Me name.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They go play action. Mayfield. And his first look is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. 44 is the mic. 44 is the Ric Flair. 65, 65.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Gurley. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Christian Kirksey able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
44, Mike, 44. Okay, on this defense, okay. Super.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They run. It's Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 30 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7-7, our score after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. Over the middle to Beckham. A gain there of 21 yards. Play fake. Mayfield. Pass incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Mayfield now. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete.
Come on. He clicked on that guy and picked that.
Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Delta.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood. Check. Check hot. Check 3.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Where the fuck are you throwing the ball? He's wide open.
No problems here on 3rd down. They converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Beckham. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, D. Hey, we're 33. Up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown,
nice
Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook.
They get the ball
but
half
even
two,
before
though.
that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter.
That sucks, though. That's
this out.
Easy stop for him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't quite
Almost
pick
cut
it.
off the bounds.
No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
That's good coverage. I should have done that
This
there.
one now in their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Send him back.
58, boy. 58. Mike. Get in the way, Ruth.
They're running with Gurley. Muscling free near the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, Mike, 7.
From the 50, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Check 13.
Now Goff on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
58, come on. 58. Hey, exit. Check back, check back. Check, 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 check. Patch it, patch it.
Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Henderson now on first and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Value 3, value 3. 2 for 1.
Here's Goff. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. And we're back now here in Cleveland, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Wide. Get wide. Whip. Watch 6-6. Pull it high. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. I'm trying to collect.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Him up right now with these 6-6. Oh.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's not actually what I want there, though. Isn't that?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, alert. You better be afraid of me. Watch out. Hurry. Watch out, creeping. Safety's creeping.
Look at this, a tight end carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Even, fourth down, even. Switch.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Odell Beckham Jr.
Juke move is great.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham.
He had a good run, but
yards.
shouldn't have had that fourth down conversion.
Point after, right down.
I don't like that fourth down call he made. I feel like I
14.
should have definitely stopped him on that fourth down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But he got it, so.
Let's go. Do it.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch.
Oh,
Looking for
man.
Cooks, and it's
I didn't even
intercepted.
do that. I just fucked
Picked
that
up
up.
by Denzel Ward.
Good game.
There he goes, left side. And he'll score.
Whoops.
Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown.
We gotta get him this
Door
one.
closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on
That one's
offense
on me.
following
I
that
threw
pick
the ball
six.
right to him
And
by
now the
accident.
kick is away.
I was not even trying to throw it to him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guy.
That his stick still sucks people in more than it should. They said they were fixing it a little bit, but they definitely didn't fix it very good. Oh, so that's what they were doing before. That's why I lost all my shit. They were updating the roster. That's why I kicked us out of that overtime game before. Okay, that makes sense. So we're seeing Blake Bortles on as a backup. I should flip him there, actually. Do that. The left guard sucks. Matthews, Fowler. Donald and Brockers. I'll play one more at the Rams and then hit up my Bills for one game. Oh, they pushing weight on the game. They have 90 speed. Oh, they took Marcus Murphy off. That's okay. Lacey Alexander. I think I actually want Joseph there. Can't remember. I always like to make my backup linebackers people with good hit power so I can hit stick on the kickoff. 79, 77 tackling. Yeah, he's better than that. 82, yep. I have Neil there for special teams and Marlo there for special teams. Beasley. Alexander there. Alright, let's go play some more games here. Shit. This is not finding people right now. Oh my goodness. I think it's wrong most of the time. It usually doesn't seem like it comes up correctly. Obviously it says estimated wait time 30 seconds, and I've been waiting 2 full minutes after that. Just found a game now. But I feel like it doesn't take that long to find a game normally, though. I feel like normally the estimated wait time is correct, or at least closer to being correct. But something seems a little fishy today. I mean, I was in a game earlier, and I was in overtime, and it booted me from the game. It was an EA server one, not an IP boot. I'm guessing they were updating the rosters, but because then after my last game, it said the rosters were available, so.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels.
I didn't realize the lady was getting. I gotta go to the Bills preseason game,
It can be loud and raucous. This was the
At least
scene
I
a
don't have
moment
rush
ago
hour.
as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and
See if
ready
we
to
can get a
watch
win
their
here
Rams
before.
do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
They should give Nickel Roby Coleman an X Factor ability and make it like he can't do pass interference. That'd be fucking funny. You can hit stick people down the field and you wouldn't get pass interference. I guess Saints fans wouldn't think that's funny, but
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Like 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they went with the
Cousin
nickel.
just got here early as fuck. I
Defensive
wasn't
back.
expecting that.
Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down.
I feel like I
You
shouldn't
bring
even
in the
started
nickel
this game.
package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 50.
Well, I hate to do this, but I actually got to quit this game, so this guy's going to get a free win. So, peace.